game time, ladies and gentlemen. We got earnings season. I have your watch list for April 23rd. It is a tease. We are getting 117 companies, but we get a lot in the morning, which is going to set up a lot of trades. But at the same time now, we are not doing any predicting for the ones in the morning. So we got a huge list. We covered a lot yesterday. The Coca-Colas, Verizons, Lockheed Martin. It's going to be wild. And then there's also a lot of the stocks that we were looking at even today. And again, we saw even big moves out of Netflix. So we're going to go over that, but make sure you guys are on the stream. And also be safe during this earnings season. Understand it's a gamble. I'm saying this right now because with tomorrow, we're going to see how things play out. We're getting more info. But one of the best parts is you get to let the results happen. You're not guessing anymore. So I think this might be that season where the plays are happening after. I've been saying that on stream. So again, make sure you guys are on stream. We're live 30 minutes before open. It is in the description. It is pinned to the comments, but more importantly, you need to post your watch list below right now, and also drop a like on the video. Make sure your like button works. It's serious out here, and Facebook reports soon, so get ready for all of this. But let's get into it. I'm going to start with actually a few different options itself that are even going to be related to some of the earnings. I started with all the earnings yesterday and we went over them, so I kind of want to get into this. But one I like, their after hours, is CP, Canadian Pac. So they're railway, but I saw, we went over the options. And why I'm bringing this up, because a lot of the companies that are going to report tomorrow, we're going to be probably watching the ones for trades in the morning that report and, obviously seeing how they develop depending on how they report and what they report. And then we're going to be looking for the related sympathy plays to those reports that are also coming out on different companies. So that's what we're going to do. But tomorrow I even want to, so again, be on stream. I want to do the pricing of these options the day of and see what we got. Because again, I think as we get more info with the reports, as some of the bigger companies report, we'll be able to make better assessments. But I'm going to keep my eye out for that. But now we did it today. I did the pricing on CP. So this report's after hours. I haven't played it. I'm not playing it yet. I don't think I will. Again, I'm going to go through, but it's pricing in a relatively small move. So again, if you guys haven't looked at this, this is one of the most important things I've been saying for options, is to be looking at the pricing, or for earnings, watch the pricing of the options. And it's very, very simple. All you got to do is factor in the break even. Again, the week of earning, the day of earnings, even better. But this is for May 17th. So this is going to be a slow mover. So again, it's not expected to move a lot, but I'm thinking if it does, with kind of how the transports are, these contracts are fairly underpriced here. But again, it is still implying a wicked move, but there's a decent amount of time. But all you got to do for the price, again, so this is a 210 in the money. The stock right now is at 218.96, so 219. So pretty much subtract $9 from this, because that option has $9 of intrinsic value. It's worth at least $900 of that $1,100 you're paying. You actually could sell it and get that back. So you're really paying $2.90. So it's implying a $2.90 move, pretty much what it did today, a 1% move by May 18th. So they have earnings after hours, and that's why I'm saying the ones at the money, they're still implying stuff. In the money's not bad, but again, these are out of the money, so that break even is implying something else at 225. So you have to factor in what that is. And if you guys want to do that calculation, simply that's a 225. Well, you're paying 220 and then 510 on the ask. So take 225. Oh, sorry, you see I'm bad at math, you guys. You don't have to be good at math, okay? Anything's possible. To 225.10, and then subtract that right now, because that's your break-even price. So you need to get there to break even by May 18th. And again, not only are we looking at it for a break even, we're looking at this in the sense of what is the option implying? What is it saying that the market is expecting Canadian Pac or Canadian Pacific, whatever you want to call it, to do? So if they're charging $5.10 right there, they're saying they don't expect it to be past this price. So again, subtract that from the price we got going on here, $218.96. That leaves us with $6.14. Divide that by $218.96, and you're left with 2.8%. So even that's a 2.8% move to break even. But you get here, this one's 30 cents, but it starts to become a little move once you get to the 220s, a $20 move essentially from here, out of a 218.96 divided by, let's say, 20, 30, because that's how much the option costs. That's okay. I think I did the math wrong way. I think I did I think you guys get the idea, right? I think you guys get the idea, but go through that. That's very important. But again, I like these options. These are cheaper around here. I haven't played it. We'll see. I might make a trade on stream. So again, make sure you're there. Make sure you get the alerts if you're not going to be there. But it's looking good. I think I want to see about it, but that's going to be a good one to watch for pricing. So that's one with options. Another play that we made today was Guild. And again, I think it's going to start here in a little bit, or it might be happening right now, but you're going to start to hear the Democrats. They're going to go to town hall for presidential candidates and all that. So a lot of interviews and a lot of potential for us to get some potentially bad news on healthcare. And I said all the healthcare stocks are very, very volatile today. Cigna's up, United Health is down, all of that. But watch Guild. We played that. I still like Allergen as well too, but we got in on those options. So watch those. They're already up a little bit. So play them. And again, be careful too. This is a tricky earnings season right here because the option premiums are holding and there's still time on the weekly. So again, when you go out, you might have to pay a little bit more up front, but it might be worth it because you're at least paying for more value, I guess, in terms of time than paying for more up front and less time just on the the upcoming move. So be careful of that. But those are a few of the option plays. I think I have a couple more. Watch some of the Home Depot, but you have to be cautious with them simply because it is that Tuesday now. So we're gonna get some moves, but the options have held a decent price. The VIX is up, and again, interesting moves with coming into earnings. A lot of things are just holding and doing their own thing. So you have to keep your eye out for that. Be cautious of that and be smart going into them. So again, be cautious on all these earnings, but watch that. So watch United Health, Cigna. I had Facebook up here. This is another one to watch, and I'll go quickly through these, and then we'll touch on the earnings. But I really like Facebook coming in. It's been doing a lot, but even today, we saw making some bigger moves was Google. They were kind of going back and forth exchanging, so keep an eye out for that. And, a lot of people said, Amazon. We wanted Amazon and even Netflix today. And I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to actually show another option with Netflix for you guys to look at in the strategy of playing. And that's going to actually be an important part when I show you this because it is playing what we're looking at. I could call these stocks out, and even there is going to be some to look off of the morning. I truly believe, again, watch Qualcomm and Disney for the volatility, but some of the ones we highlighted for earnings, those are going to be ones that during pre-market, so again, be on the stream at least pre-market, we're going to get a lot of action there, but from there, we're going to be making those judgments and decisions. But how Netflix moved, in the morning, it went up a lot. Those contracts had better timing on it too, but Amazon kind of made an even crazier move. So watch that. But these are good to flip into pre-earnings on the options, but you also have to be careful. So we'll see if tech picks up tomorrow and those go off, but I like them. But at the same time, I'm not going to get caught overpaying. And, if you look at that, why they're good to flip into the earnings, the premiums go wild and crazy. And I did sell out one of my Netflixes. Only made like 100% on it. Not much. It was like $100 or something, less than that. So it wasn't too crazy on that. But we got that last week. But I'm still holding that June that we did put on one of the previous watch lists. But watch that. Netflix, watch Qualcomm. And actually, let's get to the Netflix option that I wanted to show you. So this one came up as a weekly today. Finra called it out on stream, NFLX. And it had interesting, they went up 400%. I had graveyards come out and I sold them. But in the graveyards, there's options that pretty much, we bought them last week. They were down 80, 90%. And I sold them today for 100% overall gain from what I paid. But they went up 400%. But I think it was like these 385s or 387s. These were at like 20 cents this morning. And, he was talking about it, saying, okay, here's where they were at the prices. And they made a move. And we put this on the watch list. I said, watch this yesterday. First thing, this was one of the ones I said right off the gate, watch for the stream. And again, that is going to lead to the next plays I want to talk about. Again, I'm bringing these up before earnings because we're going to have to be reactionary to the earnings tomorrow morning, but we're going to be able to, these plays are still in motion and these continuations have been pretty good, especially if they've been offering good deals. But it was at 20 cents, but it quickly gapped up to 40 cents. So if I saw that, and I did remember looking at some of these these were really far out of the money. It already gapped up 100%. I was like, I don't want to touch these. And then it really kept going. Really, I think right before the dip, even if we wanted to get in at this point at 60, it really wasn't too good of a price. So I figured I would have passed up on it. So watch out for some of these plays. Don't get too bad of FOMO on it. But again, watch the Netflixes too, because of some of those, I sold out because I thought they're really, really expensive and they were really, really cheap earlier. So if they have a chance, I think if this velocity, that was a monster move on Netflix. That's a post-earnings move for the most part, a little bit. But again, because remember, it did move another $15 coming into this spot. So keep a lookout for that. And again, if tech and everything goes crazy, we could see a nice breakout. And again, the volume was low today. We had some of that bad news, but someone brought it up, and I think a valid point, Easter Monday. So hopefully we get a lot of action tomorrow. I think that'll be exciting. And even again, I think the big companies we have reporting are definitely going to, I don't think they're going to disappoint. I think we're going to get at least one big mover, but watch those continuations. That includes Qualcomm, Netflix I'm going to like again, and Disney. So we've been watching this. It kind of had some weird moves today, so this is kind of good. Maybe one more day or early on and watch. So Disney, McDonald's, and Home Depot. And we saw big moves on there. It's actually crazy to see Home Depot ending up down. So you guys are going to see a lot of these crazier moves. Again, going back to Disney and McDonald's, you want to let them kind of cool off, because you might see them drop or make a big move in the morning and then shoot up, but they might lag an hour or two behind everything and then fall an hour or two behind everything. So keep that in mind, and we'll watch. But again, we are going to get some pretty big earnings even in this area and sector. So I'm pretty excited for those. I think those will not disappoint regardless. So there's that, but now let's get to the earnings plays. So here is the list we had from last weekend. Amazon, Facebook, that's going to be Wednesday and Thursday, and Microsoft is not tomorrow. And I think Microsoft actually might be tomorrow, but I like all those. And Microsoft, actually, let me bring that up before we get there, because I like this one, but it is catching that earnings premium like Amazon. I'm still in a position. I'm holding it those May 10th. So be careful. Those are up 100%, but wait, and that's why we got to watch again. So come on the stream, pull up these contracts, definitely call them out, and watch if they come down. Even watch some of the Asian stocks too. I want to see how the Shanghai Composite in Asia performs too, but there's that. I don't need the books, but coming in now for earnings. So in the morning, I think we're going to watch Coca-Cola. I didn't play anything. I know some of you did. I wasn't expecting anything spectacular. So we'll see. That could have moves. I think Twitter could have some potential moves, so keep your eye out for that. Procter & Gamble might make a move up or down, but I don't know if it'll go too crazy. But I like the airlines just again. I mean, bringing up that with Hawaiian, because that's going to report after hours. Lockheed, I want to watch it in relation to Boeing, and I actually have some puts on there. Sherwin-Williams too. That one, again, it's kind of like CP. They're weird options, and it's not going to move as much, so keep your eye out for that. But then otherwise, we have Beat, Snap, eBay, and Hog. I think Hog is pre-market. Harley-Davidson, I know a lot of you guys like that, but I like Snapchat out of all of these. I might look for something long, maybe even a sell premium, but on all of these, it doesn't even matter what is said here. These are the main ones to watch, but by earnings tomorrow, we'll get the forefront. But after hours is going to be like eBay, Texas Instruments, and all those. I like the Texas Instruments and all that, but I want to see how this first wave goes, and it's going to give us more data to say, hey, this is the earnings that we play after the company's report. It seems to be more favorable, or it really looks like there is moves being made. There is expectations all out of whack and everything, and there's opportunities, and hopefully we'll be able to find more, coming into the next 2 days, which are going to be even bigger. So again, I said it's kind of like the pregame, so watch out for that, but that's pretty much it. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Show some love. Drop a comment. Subscribe if you're new. Well, no, drop a comment. Make sure you give me your watch list. Be on the stream 30 minutes before open. I'll see you in the morning. Let's go.